Yes. My voice is audible? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then why your hands are not raised? Okay. The Karthik ji. Okay, Karthik ji, unmute yourself and tell me.
In fifth chapter, Pindapada Samarasa Bhava, in this chapter, what they are going to say means how the Siddha Yogi quality will be there and how the Siddha Yogi will be there. This will be defined in this chapter totally. And they have explained 4 stages of sadhaka. How the sadhaka will be there in 4 stages they have explained. Sahaja, Samanya, Sopaya, Advaita. These 4 steps they have explained, 4 stages they have explained. Next, in that they have explained about how the yogi get success over that they have explained. In that the 19 means wearing the conch means how the yogi looks, outer look will be there. Common yogi that they are saying here, wearing the conch, growing means long hairs will be there, drinking pure amari, live alone, morning and evening prayer he will be doing, japa without acceptations he will be doing, and uh, contemplation on the image of Bhairava. He is worshipped in a prescribed manner, and blowing the conch and horn, wearing the lion cloth or wooden sandals, then the upper garments, the external garments, a blanket, an umbrella, a cane, then a water jar, applying the ashes to his body, then salutation to the guru. These steps, he will be involved in his daily life. He will be going to do everything of these things, and superior path and inferior path they have explained in this chapter. Next, the stages of to realize one's uh, essential nature sadhaka. 4 stages they have explained: Sahaja, Samayama, Sopaya, and Aditya. That they have explained. And Sahaja means means of self knowledge. Somaya, Samyama means self control. Sopaya means response in the self. Ad, Advaita means Paramapada. They have explained. Then who will achieve the Paramapada? They have explained. Then after this, they have explained how the yogi, after he will get, when he will get the siddhi, and how the his body function will be there, and what type of quality he will get. They have explained in the 12 steps, madam. One by one, they have explained, and 5 types of lineages they have explained, madam. This and who is the true guru? They and what is the quality of the true guru? This they have explained in the overall in this chapter. Thank you.
Okay, Karthik ji. I'm not speaking in between because you're having when you are unmuted, that time echo will be there. So I'm not unmuting myself at that time. But many things are there. You are like that is not samaya or how you pronounce that is just sayama. Okay. Who can rectify the Karthik? Karthik.
Samyama, madam. SAMYAMA.
Yes. That written form is like this, but pronunciation is different. Okay. Who want to rectify the Karthik ji's what he is telling? Yes.
Sayama, right?
Many things he missed out and little bit he mixed the topic headings.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Your voice is not properly audible, Sakshi ji.
Okay. Let me connect to the other device, ma'am.
It is very low.
Shall I try a few concepts, ma'am?
Yes, Rajeshwari. First, say me what are the mistakes Karthikji done?
One is the whatever that Sayama you are saying, ma'am, that one.
Hmm. And
The rest, mostly he read out the whatever is there, ma'am.
so many things he said
missed,
wrong.
ma'am.
That
He
many.
missed, or
No,
you
no,
are
I'm
saying?
not talking about the missed one. Whatever he said in that, the things how he is written or how he understand the concept, that is not maybe when he is stating that maybe in the wrong way. But what is exactly what this Upadesa is talking about? These are the in this Upadesa we are read that it is discussion about the quality of the yogi. Is it correct?
No, ma'am, it's about the unity with the supreme reality.
How first thing Kartikji made that mistake. Okay. Yes or no? What about others? That means when others are telling something, you are not attentive. Huh? Yes, Sarika ji?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Whatever Kartik ji is telling, are you attentive at that time or not?
Yeah, I heard.
Then, then what type of mistake Kartik ji has done?
Yeah, to start with, it is the unity of Pinda with Supreme Reality.
Hmm. But what Kartik ji is stating at that time?
He told the qualities of sadhaka, qualities of guru. He told.
Ah, that are discussed in this chapter, but main point how you must be when you are telling about the one chapter, you first must be uh, say about the why the name is like this. What is the name? And mostly how it will be linked. That should be remembered. Okay, Kartik ji. Okay. Okay, Rajeshwari ji, you continue.
Okay, ma'am. So this is the Upadesha 5, ma'am. It is named as Pindapada Samrasa Bhava. It is basically about the unity of Pinda with the supreme reality or Paramapada. So in this chapter, what they are trying to say is this union you can achieve only through the Guru. Okay. And like we discussed in the Yoga Bija, they are saying the best way to attain moksha is the path of yoga, which is superior. And how to attain this moksha or like whatever sadhana, how do you do? There are 4 stages of the sadhana, which are sahaja, sanyama, sopaya, and advaita. And again, mentioning about how one will achieve that Paramapada state, these are also important points, ma'am. Like number one, through own experience. First of all, we will be able to achieve this with own experience. And then guidance and grace of the Guru. And third is the practice of yoga. And other than these 3 parts, whatever we do is the heretical or pakhanda. Okay,
Yes.
so what is the sequence? How you do is first of all, constant practice or contemplation on one's true nature. Tadadrashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. That's the sutra that is coming into my head, ma'am. Then
Yes.
the great, yeah, then the great Siddha yogis get possessed of that form. So constantly when we are contemplating on that, we are able to kind of get attached to that. Then, due to curiosity of such form and following the Sadguru instruction, there arises a great state which is called the Niruddhana state, which is the undisturbed state of consciousness. Then he will get the glory of Satchidananda. Then there will be a flash of miraculous glow appearing and illuminating state of consciousness, which is called the Paramapada or absolute. Then comes the stage which is beyond all appearance and duality and non-duality. This is the truth. So here one important point you shared, ma'am. Experience of samskarana is union of Swapinda and Shiva.
Yes. Okay, Rajeshwari ji.
Thank you,
Now,
ma'am.
oh, okay, very good. Now, after that, Sakshi ji, continue.
Okay, ma'am.
Mhm.
So now, benefit of yoga siddhi. So Siddha Yogi becomes, I mean, when yogi will achieve the siddhis, his wishes will come true. He will be free from the old age and death. He will not be affected by the god and demon. He will be like Bhairava, and he will gain the long life, and he will die only when he wants to die, and he will get all the siddhis, and it is all said by the Lord Shiva. And then yogi becomes successful in 12 years of span. uh, do I have to tell these achievements also, ma'am?
No, no.
Okay, so when yogi will achieve these 12-year process of siddhis, he will be like Sri Bhairava in the three words. Then five types of lineage traditions of the Gurukula, that is Ainath Santanam, Bileshwara Santanam, Vibhuti Santanam, Natha Santanam, and Yogeswara Santanam. Then qualities of a true Guru or Sadguru. So he has this put it as shloka, there is nothing greater than Guru, and he did this 4 times. And then he has said that Guru is who invoke auspiciousness and imparts, I mean, pass the knowledge, the repose of the consciousness in the Parampada.
Hmm.
And the qualities that repose in a Niruddhana state help disciples to get established in his own nature. Then help disciples to become free from the cycle of birth and death. Grace of Guru is basic factor which finally lead to merge with the Shiva. You can, I mean, dissolve yourself in Shiva by the grace of Guru. Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, Sakshi ji. Now, Dipalika ji, you just tell me what are the points that missed out.
Yes, ma'am. The utter of a yogi after success over Pinda. That point missed out. And
This will make Kartik ji define in a different way. Okay, these are the attire of a yogi. When
yes,
one will be sadhak or yogi will be get that parampada or become Shiva in that absolute reality or become the non-duality of the mind is destroyed in that state. When that person is achieved that state, then what are the attire will be there of the yogi that is stated in this chapter. Okay, Kartik ji, but you said in a different way. Yes, Lipalika ji, continue. No need to say all the things attire. After that, what are the things are missed out? Any other thing is there?
superior path. That is, two types of conduct are there in the world. One is inferior and another one is superior. But I think Kartik ji, this point mentioned. And definition of yoga, this one missed out. On
Yes.
stages to realize one's essential nature. Now this one completed. And who will achieve this parampada.
What is the definition of yoga is defined here? Tell me. What is the definition of yoga?
Means yoga is the absolute knowledge which is get through own experience by the good company, by remedy, and get union with the supreme or parampada. That is the definition of yoga.
Yes. Next, any other things are missed
Next.
out?
Then who will achieve this parampada? That thing he told. And another one is benefit of yoga siddhi. That point is missed by Karthik sir, not the Sakshi.
But
Sakshi.
someone is telling now. Yes,
Uh,
Sakshi, I think.
Sakshi ji told.
Yes. After
Another
that,
one. And after that point, a yogi becomes successful within the 12 years. That thing she explained.
it is also explained by Saksiji.
Yes,
But
yes,
one
yes.
thing, the Saksiji also missed out. That is your 5 santanas, which is the tradition of the Gurukula, that source and
Yes,
deity.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, source, characteristics, deities, and states. These points are missed.
Any other point?
Who is the true guru? She mentioned. Qualities also mentioned. MAM.
Okay. All the things are covered, I think.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Dipalika ji. Mute yourself. Yes, Kartik ji, you want to say something? Please tell.
That nothing greater than Guru, nothing greater than Guru. That I have missed.
That is also said by the Sakshi ji, I think. That means you are also not attentive when others are telling. That is also described by the Sakshi ji. Okay. So what did, yes.
Can you, when you will present the screen, can you just please show me the characteristic of the lineage? I think
Yes.
I missed
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
मैम आई ऑल्सो नीड ए फेवर मैम द वो जो 12 साल का है ना उसमें आई थिंक द 11th and 12th year I couldn't copy ma'am. If you could show me
Okay,
those
okay.
slides.
I
I'll
will
just
show
take a
you now
screenshot.
only.
Thank you ma'am.
Only I will show you. Don't be worried. It is already said, I think. Notes you will not get from the drive.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It is said.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Kartik ji, you want to say anything?
Say anything.
Nothing.
Arey, tell me.
He's Siddhaguru ma'am. Whenever he opens mic, it will echo.
It is always echo. You just write it in the message box. Okay. Then I will mute myself. Then you tell me. Yes, tell me, Kartik ji, what you want to say.
Nothing, madam. Just they are said already.
Okay. So, in the Upadesa 5, the name is, what is the name? That is your Pindapada Samras Bhav. Especially in the name, you know that it is discussion about the Pinda and Pada. Pinda means the body and the Pada means the Supreme Self or the Paramatma here. It is talking about the Parampada. Then how these two will be combined together, how this union will be takes place, that are discussed in this chapter, in the chapter 5, we seen in the previous class. So today we're going to discuss about the Upadesa 6. What is the name of this Upadesa? Upadesa 6, who can tell me?
Nitya Pinda Abadhuta.
Yes, this name is name of the Upadesa 6 is Nitya Pinda Abadutta. So what do you mean by Nitya Pinda Abadutta? Here it is defined a name, or the Guru Gorakshnath is giving a name to that sadhak or yogi who will be achieve that siddhi, who becomes successful in his sadhana, and that name here it is defined that Abadutta. Okay, Nitya Pinda Abadutta means that sadhak, the siddhi, who will get that siddhi or who becomes achieve that parampada state, that yogi or that sadhak here named as the Nitya Pinda Abadutta. Okay, that person who know all the knowledge and getting that particular getting that stage of the niruddhana and becomes combined with that parampada, then that person will be converted as the Nitya Pinda Avadutta here. Okay, so here in this chapter we are going to see what are the qualities when this Nitya Pinda will be Nitya Pinda Avadutta, means that body will or that sadhak will get that, then what are the changes will be appear, or what are the qualities will be appear in that yogi. That is also described something in the Chaktupdesa 5, but here all the discussions are given. Means if he is wearing that mudra, then why he is wearing, if he is wearing the saili, then what do you mean by that? If he is wearing the can, then what it define. Thus all the meanings are given here. Mudra definition also given by the Guru Gorakshnath here, how it will be associated with that Paramatma, that all the things are defined here. After discussing about that, Guru Gorakshnath is telling that same thing, the yogi will be defined in the other philosophies also, according to the Sankhya, how that type of yogi will be defined according to the Sankhya, and according to the other philosophies, how this yogi, this sadhak will be defined, that also mentioned. So after this discussion, then again Guru Gorakshnath is telling about the 4 asrama. Okay, how this that yogi will be overcome and how he will be go through this ashram, and what is the quality in this ashram also, what he is linking to, and how he will be doing his activity in this ashram, that is here. After discussing about the 4 ashrams, then again he is coming to the important thing that these all things are depend upon the his capability, and also he becomes when he get the he need a true guru for this, and he becomes converted as the sakta. Sakta means he also converted as a true guru also at last. Okay, so then different type of sadhakas names are defined, like Ekdandi, Tridandi, then Pasupati. So different names are here defined. After that, lastly, Guru Gorakshnath is telling that when one will be following these things, then this type of knowledge will be get, and whom should be you give this type of knowledge, that is in the last. Okay, so let's come to our screen. I'm sharing my screen. It is showing. The screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just 1 second. It is showing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you want the Upadesa 5.
I accessed
Which
it,
one?
ma'am. I accessed it, ma'am. Thank you. I didn't know it was uploaded. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any other slide? Anyone want? Some little changes are there in the slides. Whatever is uploaded in your drive, little bit changes is there. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
the yoga definition which Lipalika ma'am was telling,
Ha, ha.
it was in the slide or not? It was in the slide?
Yes, it is in the slide. But little bit changes is there in the drive. What is uploaded? I changed that one. This one is the definition in the last box. It is the definition.
Okay.
So, Upadesa 6, Nitya Pinda Avaduta, the nature of the Avaduta. Okay, these are the things we are going to cover in this chapter, qualities of an Avaduta Yogi. Mainly, it is defined in this chapter, and all the things are depend upon this, only on this topic. Then 4 ashramas, then Tridandi, Ekdandi, then other also defined. Then 5 types of makaras or panchamakaras are also there. This one is very important. What are the 5 makaras are defined? It is your previous year question. Then different philosophies also little bit, giving some introductions about these philosophies. Then who are eligible to get this knowledge and who are not, that is discussed in this chapter. Okay. Mainly this chapter is focused on the nature. Nature means here qualities of the Avaduta Yogi or a Siddha Yogi. So let's see. The first thing, qualities of the Avaduta Yogi, here it is described. So first, he discussed that who has translated the modification of the Prakriti. Okay, who has translated the modifications of Prakriti. That is the one quality of the Avadita Yogi. Means who is control or become all type of controlness is there, that person, and withdrawing the mind and which is indulged in the worldly objects. Means always our mind and senses will be indulged with the worldly object, but the person who is withdrawing his mind from this worldly objects and merging it in the real abode or reality or the absolute reality, that is the quality of the Avaduta Yogi. And who is penetrates the 6 chakras, that person is called as here the Avaduta Yogi. And who experience the self-realization through the manifest and unmanifest forms and the essence of Omkar, which is Chitta, means who is experienced that he know that the whole thing is that Omkar, and he will be realize that thing in the Chitta in his mind, then that person is called here Avaduta Yogi. And who is free from all type of klesas and overcoming from all desires and absorbed in the true nature of the self, means in the soul or in that self or in this absolute reality, who is absorbed and free from all type of distractions and wear the lion cloth and begging bowl and the cheer on the face every time. Okay. These are the main qualities of the Avaduta Yogi, who is translated and become modification of the all prakritis, means who is beyond from all the prakritis and who is withdrawing his senses as well as mind from this worldly object and becoming always concentrate on the real object. What is that? That is the absolute reality. And who become penetrates the all 6 chakras, who become activate hits all 6 chakras, and that means he is become in the 7 chakra, in the Siddha Yogi, who is in the Sahasrara chakra. All 6 chakras are discussing here, and who experience all the self-realization. Okay, and the free from all type of kleshas, and overcoming from all type of desire, and as well as he observed in the self, and free from all type of distractions. And what he becomes wet, a lion cloth, and in the hand he must be having a begging bowl, and always cheer on the face. That type of qualities will be seen in the Avadhuta Yogi. What is next? Then he describe about the Sankha. Who hold the Sankha? Sankha means here, means now one objects will be described, that if one yogi will be hold this Sankha, what happen? What it mean? Okay. If one will be where the hold the Sankha, what does it mean? Sa means the bliss and Kham means the Parabrahm. That means he always holding that bliss of that Parabrahma, means always united with that Parambrahma, with that Parambrahma here. That means he is wearing, holding that Sankha. Okay, when he become wear this wooden sandal, it will be represent the supreme knowledge. Always you seen that the yogis who are or rishis munis, they are wearing which type of sandal? Wooden sandal. What do you mean by that wooden sandal? Why they wear that wooden sandal? That wooden sandal will represent the supreme knowledge. Okay. Then deer skin, which is the, why they are using deer skin? Why, by wearing also, if you seen many yogis are for the wearing purpose also they wear deer skin, and also they are using as a mat for the meditation purpose. But it is again repeated, say in the next slide. So maybe it is used for the wearing purpose. So how what it will be represent? It is a great bow for the yogis if they are using the deer skin. Then next is the saili. Saili means the, what do you mean by saili? It is a scared thread which is wear in the head or left shoulder. What it is represent? It represent the prasamiti. Prasamvit means supreme consciousness. If you seen in the all represent means all meaning, it is related to that supreme self, or it is related to that absolute reality. Like here, please, Param Brahma means that supreme state. And here the wooden sandal also represent that supreme knowledge. And here the deer skin little bit different, great woe. But Saili represent the supreme consciousness. These are the other names, only the about that supreme reality. Then Mekla. Mekla means the Kamar Patti, what they are wear in their waist area. That is the griddle in the waist area that represents the indifference. Means they are not different from that supreme self. Then Katasana. Katasana means here it is mat, which represents the real nature of oneself. Real nature means it is also associated with that supreme consciousness. Next is who is free from 6 vices. Vices means here Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha, and Mascharya. These are the 6 vices. Kama means the desire, Krodha means the anger, Lobha means the greed, and the Mada means I-ness, Moha means the attachment, and the Mascharya means the partiality. Become free from these 6 vices. That type of quality who have, that person is the Avadhuta yogi here. And who pair of earrings means who wear the earring. What that earring is represent? That earring is represent the self luminosity and the supreme bliss of the Paramananda. Okay, supreme bliss means the Paramananda state. And the person who wearing the rosary or the visranti means the mala of braids represent the senses. Wearing this mala or visranti, that means that mala is represent the senses. That means that person will be control over that all the senses. Okay. So these are the things or the attire are discussed about that Avadhuta Yogi, and what it means, that is also discussed in this chapter. Okay, all of you clear about this slide?
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you just quickly explain it again? Just a little bit in one line.
Which one?
Like this deer skin and mekhala and saili.
Saili. Deer skin means here directly it is written in the slokas that the yogi who is wearing who is using the deer skin, in which purpose it is used, it is not mentioned. Maybe if you seen in the previous receipts in the any program or any channel or any type of serials, they are wearing this type of deer skin. Okay, so this deer skin may be used for two purposes, either wearing purpose or they are just for meditation purpose. They are just to cover it in any type of rock, then they do meditation. Okay,
Like
but
one
most,
thing is coming into my mind, ma'am.
yes.
Like deer skin is like if you are using deer skin, it means you are hunting the deer, right?
Maybe, but at that time, many maybe, uh, but they are not hunting, I think. But I know your question is in your mind. You are coming that why they are using the deer skin. That means they are killed the deer and they use that skin. Like in this way, you are thinking.
Yes, ma'am. Like it is ahimsa. It is violating the rule
No,
of ahimsa.
maybe because in the forest area they lived, yogis fasting for the meditation day, because they are in the sannyasis, so they are using the forest. So in the forest, different type of wild animals also there, na? Always they are attacking the deers first. So maybe when they will be die because of that hunting, because of the wild animals, when they get some type of that, so they maybe use that skin. In that way, we can get this.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Actual things what happened, we don't know. But in this sense, we may understand. That here only mention that deer skin is represent the great woe for that yogi. Okay, when they are using the seli means the scattered thread they are wearing in the left shoulder.
Ma'am, Ma'am,
Or
is it that thread which boys usually wear after their Upnayan Sanskara?
yes, after the
Okay.
Upanana sanskara they wear. And what it will be represent? It is will represent the prasamiti, means that supreme consciousness. Okay, that means they holding in all over. Means if you seen in this slide, what are the attires are adopted by the yogi, that Siddha yogi. That means he is just adopting or just wearing the whole consciousness only. Supreme consciousness is everywhere in his body. What he is wearing in his hand, what is he wearing in his head, what is wearing in his legs, on everywhere he just holding the supreme consciousness, and every body part supreme consciousness is there. Okay, in this way we can understand. Then Mekhla, it is the Kamarpati, and it will represent the indifference. In the same way, Katasan means the mat, Katasana, which is the represent of the real nature of the oneself. In the same way, the yogi is free from the six vices. What is that? The six vices who is become free from this kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, and ascharya. Then, if one will be wearing wear the earrings, what is represent? This earrings will be represent in the yogi that self luminosity or supreme bliss of the Paramananda. If one will be wear the Visranti, means mala, if you've seen, many rishis are wearing the malas in their in the neck area, or they are in the hand area. What it will be represent? That means that will be represent their senses. That senses are under control. Okay, all of you clear about this slide?
Ma'am, what does bread mean?
Yes, Lipalika ji, your voices. Braids means the one what do we
Moti?
say? Yes,
Moti?
yes, one more thing.
Oh.
That is
Bead.
braids.
Bead, I think. Beads.
Yes,
It's
braids.
typing mistake. It is typing mistake. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
Ma'am, Karthik also has raised his arm, palm, ma'am.
Yes, Karthik ji, tell me.
Yes, madam, that you said about that deer, she was talking about that deer, na? Means my Guruji said that deer that should be a natural, not should be attacked or not it should be killed. Means ahimsa marga we have to follow there also, madam. That's why the Rishi Munis are rearing some deers in their ashrama. That deer should get natural death. After that death, that skin is used for sadhana, for get to attain siddhi. In short period only to attain a siddhi, that deer or tiger skin is used, madam. This is said by my Guruji.
Yes. Maybe this is also a reason, because they are many cattle also they adopted, and deers also. Okay. Yes, that is correct. Yes, Lipalika ji, you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. From the slide, first one slide, I have one doubt, ma'am. Can you show the slide?
Yes.
Uh, yes, ma'am. That is fourth point. Who experience self-realization through the manifest and unmanifest forms of the essence of Omkara, which is CIT. So these
Chitta,
lines.
chitta,
Yes,
chitta.
ma'am. Chitta. Okay.
Yes, chitta.
Chitta.
Now it is clear.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Next, so what many other qualities also discussed here. When the rishis or the yogi will be holding that danda. Have you seen that danda? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. That sadhu is there. Some sadhus names are there. Means Sankaracharya also. I saw he was holding some stick.
Yes, many other rishis also holding this danda. Okay, that danda or stick is represent that it is the courage of that yogi. So in this way, one thing is described here. And when one will be holding that begging bowl, have you seen the bowls? That type of bowl is there. They are mainly used for the begging purpose. Okay. Yes. Anyone
Yes.
want to say anything?
No, ma'am, just saying yes.
Okay, mute. Begging bowl. So that will be represent the parakasa. Okay, this is the parakasa. Have you heard this name? Where? Akasa, Parakasa. Do you
Ma'am, it's the
remember?
type of Akash, right?
Yes. Okay. So that will be represent the Parakasa. In the same way, Yoga Patta means the cloth during the meditation, what they used, that is the Nija Sakti. Okay. So here in this slide also, here Katasana is also there, mat represent, and Yoga Patta is also there. Means cloth, which is during the meditation, that is the mat. But here Yoga Patta means the talking about the cloth during the meditation what they are wearing. That is the Nija Sakti for their the Siddha Yogi. Then one who feeds to the poor and needy in the form of Daitya and Adaitya. Okay, who are feeding to the poor or the needy people. That is also represent what it will be represent. It is represent in the form of Dvaita and Advaita. Okay, so this, all the things are discussed here, and who is remained observed in the one's own self. That is the quality of the Avadhuta Yogi. And again, by discussing the and continue these qualities, Guru Gorakshnath is telling Avadhuta Yogi who enter one's own internal space, which is beyond the imagination, which dwell in every place, means everywhere, because he got that Ashtasiddhi, so everywhere they can dwell. Then who consuming his own continuously flowing Amri, it is also represented in the 5th chapter. Who is immortal and who like Bajri, means who is looks like the Bajri. This body becomes like a Bajri, strong weapon. Okay, that automatically that body will be converted when he go this for this sadhana. Automatically that body will be converted as the Bajri and he becomes immortal. And no weapons can touch his body because his body is his body becomes that type of strong. Okay. So these are the qualities of the Avadhuta. Again, heart like the diamond. How this Avadhuta Yogi body will be look like, that heart like the diamond, and self in himself. Self is situated in his body and perceives the universe and as non-distinct. Means he must be know that the self, what is present inside me, that is only perceives the universe. Okay, all the things will be present in our body and behave. Sometimes he behaves like the king, sometimes he behave like the poor. Means behave like king means sometimes you feel that he is very much dress up, very much clean, and very much brightening face on it. But sometimes he will just behave like the poor. Means the dressing style is not there. Nothing, the cloth or anything is not properly wear. Okay, and looks many times look naked sometimes, and also who believes in different philosophy. Okay, sometimes we find that he becomes king and becomes poor and become naked, but he believed in the different philosophy. He is not going with a one philosophy that I am following this. No, the Siddha Yogi and the Avadhuta Yogi who will be converted, that quality should be maintained, that he must be believe and give respect to the all philosophies what they are telling. Okay, then only that person will be called as the Avadhuta or called as the Sadguru. Okay, and this Avadhuta Yogi is also known in this names also released, means Gyani. He becomes know that knowledge about that absolute, and that person is becoming a Siddha, and that person is becoming Subrata. Subrata means follower of the auspicious vows, and also called as the Iswara, and also called as the Swami. Swami means here it is not talking about the husband. Swami means the Lord. Okay, accomplished and esteemed one, the most esteemed one in the world. That person is Avadhuta Yogi. And many other details, many names are given here according to the Guru Gorakshnath. That Parampada also. Parampada means the absolute bliss. Here these names are stated about the Avadhuta Yogi. These are the synonyms of the Avadhuta here. Guru Gorakshnath is discussed. Avadhuta synonyms may be Sadguru, released means Gyani, a Siddha, a Subrata, a Swara, a Swami, and accomplished and esteemed one. But here the other names of Parampada here it is described. Parampada means here supreme bliss or the supreme reality, that supreme power. It is named as Atman, Paramatman, Jivatman, Supreme Principle, Shiva and Rudra, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Immutable Supreme, and the effulgent name is also here, and Indra, the Prana, the Kalangi, the moon, the sun, the Paramasiva. These names are synonyms are used in this Upadesa for the Parampada. Okay, so these names are also important.
Ma'am,
Yes.
what could be the Sanskrit word for that supreme
Self.
principle, immutable, self-effulgent, whatever? Other names are we understood, ma'am?
Supreme Principle. Okay, wait. Okay, I will tell you in the last. Okay, let me go with this. After that, I will tell you Supreme Principle and Self-Effulgent. Next one is, according to the Guru Gorakhnath, he is telling that Sankhya Darshan says Avaduta. Avaduta means who knows, who known only through the yoga. And thus Mimamsa Darshan says Avaduta is the follower of the all karmas and rituals. These things are discussed about the other schools. That's what Sankhya is telling. Who is this Avaduta? Now, who known through this only the yoga path? And the Mimamsa Darshan is telling that this Avaduta will be the follower of all karmas or all rituals, who become continue and do his all the actions, all the duties according to the rituals. That person is called as Avaduta in the according to the Mimamsa Darshan. Then next, after discussing about this other schools, next is discussing the definition about the mudra. Mudra means the two things. It is the combination of two things. One is mud, then another one is the ra. Okay, mud root is means to delight, and ra root will be gives. Its meaning is to bestow. Okay, so when these two will be combined together, what it means? The blissful after realization of the both Jivatma and Paramatma is called mudra. Means when one will be get that combined union, what they realize, that bliss, that supreme bliss, here it is called as the mudra or kundalas. Okay, the benefits is God become delighted on the yogi and it gives pain to the demons, so that yogi will be wear that mudra or kundals. Okay, so it is stated that why a yogi will be wear that mudra, because this mudra will be give that yogi a blissful supreme bliss. What when they get combined or getting union with that Jivatma, with the Paramatma, means no duality of the mind is there. When he achieved that supreme bliss, that's why by representing that bliss, he wear the mudra or kundals. So what is the benefit? Now when he wear that mudra, it will be delighted on the yogi. God becomes delighted or become happy that yogi wear this one, but it will be painful for the demons. And the Pakhandi, who are not following the path of yoga and attached with the worldly affairs, they are called here Pakhandi or heretics repeatedly. He is telling that superior yoga path is superior. One should adopt this one and achieve that supreme bliss. But who are not following this one, then they becomes the Pakhandi, whatever the other paths is there. So after giving the definition of mudra, then he stated about the 4 varnas or ashramas. How these ashrams are divided? Who can tell me? How these 4 ashramas or varnas are divided? First one is the brahmacharya, second one is the grihastha, third one is the vanaprastha, fourth one is the sannyasi. How these 4 varnas are divided? Anyone?
Ma'am, 25 years brahmacharya, after 25 grihastha, means those are going to attach with
Yes,
the Buddhist. After Banaprastha,
yes, 25
yes,
years it is given. Yes, Lipalika ji, your voice is cut.
yes, ma'am.
This voice
25
cut
years.
is there.
Now, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I am saying
Your
25
voice is
years for
not audible.
brahmacharya. Okay, okay.
Yes, yes. You are correct. The age it is calculated that if a uh, lifespan of a people will be 100 years, then 25 is the brahmacharya, 25 is the grahastha, third is the vanaprastha is 25, fourth is the 25. Means all combined together it is the 100 years. The first 25 years must be one should go for the brahmacharya. Okay. That is your brahmacharya ashram when one will be started his journey from his age 1 to 25. That is your brahmacharya. Next grahastha when after the 25 means 26 to 50 it will be, must be covered in the grahastha ashram. Then third one is the after 50 means 51 to 75 is the vanaprastha and 76 to 100 it is the sannyasi. Here. So it only here by giving importance to the sadhak or the Avadhuta yogi, Guru Gorakhnath is defined in the brahmacharya what he got the Brahma Vidya. He getting know about the knowledge about that supreme Brahman, and he started observing and started concentrating on that Brahma. So in the brahmacharya ashram only he know that identify who am I. He always started with this question, and he also find out that Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya is there, means Supreme Brahma is there, about that knowledge. When one will be observed on that Brahma, that will be appear in the brahmacharya ashram. Then what is present in the grahastha? What happens in the grahastha ashram? If one will be follow the grahastha, in the grahastha ashram, here it is stated that one who dwells in the both the two things. One is the on his housewife means wife, other one is the home. So always grahastha, who is a grahastha person, he always busy in the work. Here it is considered as the like a male. It is discussing that one's always busy with his wife and always busy in the home. But if we are considered in the woman case, what he is always busy in the husband, in his husband, and also busy in the home. So here housewife is representing like the constant fullness, means always he concentrating on his wife and always busy like a space, means how internal space is there everywhere. In the same way his home and his wife is everything for that person. Okay, and he becomes dwells in the these two. So here he just tried to say that one who live in this way, that person is called as the grahastha. Okay, and the vanaprastha, here it is stated that permanently live or dwells in the self-luminous forest in the form of one's own inner world. He just tried to explain what these four ashramas are mean and how this Siddha yogi will be the highest one. Okay, because he following the this become overcome from this all the sannyasis, and he lastly he will be find out or he will be get what sannyasi will be get in the sannyasi ashram, that atman. The same thing will be get in the Avadhuta yogi in his sadhana. Okay. So by explaining the Vanaprastha, his Guru Gorakhnath is described that Vanaprastha means what? Who is permanently live in the forest and completely detached from the outer world. He make his home in the forest only. And it will be not accepted that like a deer in the wild. Means you cannot go, means if someone is forgetting totally in the outer world, in the first sentence, have you understand that here it is talking about the permanently live in the self-luminous forest. Okay. But secondly, he is talking about it is not accepted that like a deer in the wild. Means if you forget all your families, means in the Grahastha ashram after 50 years, if you means you forget your family and come in the forest and try to live in the forest without any detachment to your family, but you still live in the where Vanaprastha ashram, means you are continuing the Vanaprastha, but you cannot leave your Grahastha ashram also. Here constantly practice is needed to detach your senses and mind. Okay, according to Guru Gorakshnath, he just tried to understand that only by living in the forest, that will be not give you that supreme reality. But you have to do all the works by detachmently. When you are doing detachmently and also live in a particular location, that is also considered here the Vanaprastha. Okay. And fourth one is the sannyasi, what is the sannyasi? Whom both Paramatma as well as Jivatma appeared together and devoted himself into the Atma. Means lastly, what happens in the sannyasis? Whoever control over their senses, lastly, they will get that union, that they will know that that is nothing what is present in the outside. All the things is that Param Brahma who is present inside our body and pinda. Okay, these are the things for varnas are described. Then, by understanding purpose, he said some other definition about this Siddha Yogi. The Siddha Yogi is not only the name as the Avaduta Yogi. They, according to the different tradition, they are named different, like Tridandi, Ekdandi, Pasupata or Suddha Saiva, then Kalamukha, then Lingadha, then Mahavrata, then Saktivak, then Sakti Gyani. Okay, these are the other names of the Siddha Yogi in different, according to the different philosophies and according to the different tradition who are following differently. Like Tridandi, who having permanently control over his Maya, Karma and Kala. They are called the Tridandi. Okay. Ekdandi, who having control over only Chitta or mind, they are called Ekdandi. Here Tridandi, why? Because they are controlled three things: Maya, Karma and Kala. And Ekadandi, because they are only controlling over the Chitta. Then Pasupata or Suddha Saiva, why these are named are like this? Who realize the Siva as the pure or tranquil formless form and free from all the karmas, so that they are called the Pasupata. Then Kalamukha, who always added linga or the form of absolute place in its own internal location. Means always they are holding or always added that with that absolute place or reality. Then Lingadhari, a bearer who destroy all the elements and remain ever steady in every situation. Okay, who are always steady in his situation, in every situation, that person is called as the Lingadhari here. Nirvanapara, who observes himself in the Nirvana. That person is called here Nirvanapara. Then Kapalika, who practice self-knowledge with the chanting of mantras. Okay, who are following this method, they are called Kapalika. Mahavrata, who observed in the tattvas or self. Sakti Bak means the union of Kula and Akula. And Sakti Gyani, who destroy all the kalas and known that Sakti. They are called here in the different names. Okay. According to the exam point of view, Tridandi and Ekdandi are very, very important. Just go through, means names are enough to remember in which Upadesa it is discussed, and why Tridandi means in which are the things are controlled by the Tridandi. You have to remember that Maya, Karma and Kala. These are the things. And maybe this type of question will become what are the other names or according to the different tradition of the Avaduta. Okay, so you have to remember these names only. Why it means, that is for knowledge point of view, you maybe remember, but for exam point of view, you need this important names. Nirvanapara, Lingadhari, Vasupata, these names are very, very important. Next is the Panchamakara. Only the 5 things are mentioned here. Madhya, Mudra, and the Meena, Mansa or Maithuna. Okay, these are the 5 things. When one will be control over these 5 things, then that person will be become converted as the Sakta. Means one who is control his ego or arrogance quality, who becomes control over his desire, or who becomes free from his illusion, who becomes free from his mind, means control over his mind, and who become control his insensibility, then that person is called as the Sakta here. Only named is it is defined. That Sakta means here it is talking about that Avaduta Yogi. Okay. And some important things also there in the Upadesa 6 that is not described in the names. Who is Siddha Yogi? According to the Siddhasiddhantapadhati, directly it is mentioned. According to the Siddhasiddhantapadhati Adinath is telling that these are the Siddha Yogi who always experience the oneness, who always in the absolute bliss. These are the things already discussed in the previous chapter also. Who is always pure and delighted, who united with the Brahman, he is called as the Siddha Yogi. And different cleansing practices also, little bit names are defined in this chapter, but clearly it is not mentioned why they are using this or what is the purpose and when they becomes used. This one that are not defined. Like dharana practices are described: akasi dharana, mahakasa dharana, parakasa dharana, tattvakasa dharana, and suryakasa dharana. Okay, suryakasa about about the suryakasa dharana, it is said here that it will be practiced for the eye cleansing. If one will be want to cleansing their eyes, then one should practice the suryakasa dharana. Nothing is discussed about the other. Next is Ardholi, means dhoti, here named as Ardholi. Then Bahuli means the basti. Trashtasana, it is Neti. Khanti, it is name of the Tratak. And Vasan is the Kapalbhati. Naulika is the Nauli. So these names are very, very important. These names are very new for you, I think. Ardholi, Bahuli, Drashtasana, Ghanti, Vasan, and Naulika. Okay, these are the names are defined here in the slokas. For which purpose it is used, that is I'm written here in the side of bracket. So this much are defined in the Upadesa 6. And lastly, he said who are eligible or not eligible for this knowledge. Who will get this knowledge? Disciple of the Guru. That person should be a disciple of a Siddha Guru. And that person must be a correct person, means that that will be a good person, and who is free from anger, desire, confusion, and fear and sorrow. That type of person we should give this knowledge. And lastly, by saluting to the Adinath and also saluting to the great God Ganapati to grant all 4 objectives of the life. It is Guru Gorakshnath is telling. So that dharma, artha, kama, moksha will be fulfilled if one will be get this knowledge in his life. Okay. So here, your Siddhasiddhantapadhati is completed. All are here or not?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We are here.
Okay. Little bit means last two chapters are not so important points are described, but you have to remember the chapters according to the chapter names. You must get the points in that manner. Okay. Because when we are go through the slokas, many things are very, very complicatedly that is defined, which is not required for our exam point of view. So that I'm not taking that points. But when I go through the books, so I add something which is also I think it will be enough for your knowledge point of view. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It is already time. Okay. So I want to finish it today so that I am taking your very much time. 20 minutes already late. Okay. In the Monday class, in the next class, we will go through your all the